the world won. But,
All right, we're live. Hey guys, welcome Dash World to this Dash League Network presentation. We're here tonight. We got Percent in the booth tonight. You got me, Quadio. You got Laggy in the booth, and we got a new commentator with us, Astroman934. What's up, guys? How are you?
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, and yeah, Chili Crew's back at it again.
Let's go,
Chili!
Let's go!
An unbeatable combo. Laggy has been a hero on commentary all season, filling in for basically every single slot. And I think we got a pretty fun group here. It's been pretty cool working with you guys this season.
Yeah. So, what's the matchup tonight, Astro Man?
All right, we got UNSC versus ARC. Very exciting match, and I'm hoping it will be a very exciting match. These two teams have been around for a very long time. Hoping to see a great fight between them.
Awesome. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They've been around for a long time. These are both Season 0 teams. I mean, ARC kinda, because they were, what, 4DV? Technically. And then I guess you could also sort of call them Onyx or something, but, no, just kidding. They have two Onyx players there. But nonetheless, I mean, these are old teams, old rivals. UNSC did beat ARC in, what was that, Season 2? And they had a great matchup where they, they had some really cool stuff. I think they had, like, a wave formation when they were pushing out of their base in such a way that threw ARC for a loop, and they really had an awesome win on that waterway, and they took the whole match. But here we are for another, run-down of the same matchups that we've seen a few times. UNSC's reformed in a different configuration every single season to some degree. Right now they've got Colton, which was a pretty awesome addition on their end. And then ARC over here, you're looking at Castle and Skibo, new players on their end as well. So these teams still alive from Season 0, looking a little different, but also a lot the same. We see Style Dev there, 1UP Crit, M-Dubs. Crusaders a repeat from last season. And then on the other end, you've got Lumi, Odd. I mean, they're like the classic ARC members. And throw in Ichigo, Skibo, and Castle, they're going to be a strong team and hard to beat. So right now, I mean, if I'm throwing out predictions, I'm going to assume that ARC's going to take this match. They've been consistently a top 3 team, and they're going to look to prove that again today.
Yeah, should be an exciting match. Any prediction, guys? Any predictions?
I'm going to say ARC goes 100% with at least you know what? UNSC's really good at the end game. I'm gonna say 30 seconds, but they could do better. It's really hard to say because any given day the results could be vastly different.
First elimination.
And Rocket's hitting the cart. They're down for the moment. UNSC will value every single second they can get to keep them down. Castle pushing up a little far, getting taken out, but you're going to see a lot of disruption from him, as well as some of these other players as they establish movement on the cart.
Yeah, Stall that on Rockets, kind of playing back here.
Yeah, so pretty okay start for ARC.
Yeah, ARC is starting to push up aggressively, but at the same time, this is definitely not bad for UNSC. Right now, ARC hasn't made this second turn with 5 minutes left, so UNSC is obviously slowing them down, which means they're consistently pushing in, just like we see Colton doing here. Takes out Cart, and I mean, it's a 5-second slowdown, but that's pretty significant in this portion of the map. Because it usually means that UNSC can get set up back here with rockets and everything they need to get a better, tighter hold. And we do see 3 red players right now. So again, doing a decent job of preventing anyone from pushing up and spawn locking them, which is the ARC special. Is their what you call like a swarm strategy, really.
ARC has been really on top of just getting rid of any UNSC just lurking around them.
Right now, they're starting to pick up pace as they reach this corner. They're now suddenly went from about 5 seconds behind to about 15 seconds ahead. Yeah, so a 20-second swing just on their way down here. Typically, you'll see teams using a bit more explosives on that ramp in order to slow them down, but ARC is really, really persistent in pushing up and suppressing that kind of setup. So right now, we're seeing pretty good movement on the cart. A little trade there. We do have rockets up again, but rockets, they know where the rockets are. They're pushing aggressively after rockets. Odd Leviathan takes them out.
I said that way too many times so far. God damn it. God damn it. It happens.
So Crusader not opting to go for a rocket here is going to push in with his pistols. They do know where he's at, so they probably communicated that knowing it's hard. Oh, but he still gets a pick on cart, which stops it for a split second.
Good hit from Colton with the shotguns. It does look like UNSC is making an attempt to get loadouts going, like shots, rockets maybe.
Right now we see a lot of them. You're right, absolutely, and they're gonna look to fully set up. Colton's checking every little nook and cranny, which you definitely have to do in this map. And good rocket on the cart. Not sure he's got rockets up, but they're doing a decent job right now. And maybe rockets are down. Hard to tell.
No, Arcs has been.
Oh, rockets back up.
Really quick with the pushes. They have been getting stopped at decent intervals, but they're just getting right back on it.
They're getting strong pushes. You're absolutely right, and I think that's maybe a little bit of lack of disruption on those group ups. When you see them take like a little bit of time to get to you, you generally send someone forward to try to push it down. But at the same time, when you disrupt and you run into 5 players all grouped up, it's gonna go the way a 5v1's supposed to go half the time.
Yeah, UNSC taking out a couple, trying to bust up this group up here. There's still a lot
Colton
of
getting a
time
good
for
kill
Arc
here.
to get through,
2 minutes 20 seconds, but every second matters here, especially when you factor in that MMR is purely based on time and push distance. Oh no! That shock should have killed 2 of them!
Yeah.
No! No! Oh,
Dude,
that's
the shots
tragedy.
are so broken.
Dude, you know how hard it is to get shocks put up too? And like, oh man, that's rough. I swear it looked like he got both of them. And we are seeing rockets pop up. They get the checkpoint with 2 minutes remaining. Alright, so Crusader has to time this out perfectly. He wants there to be like 2 to 3 people on that cart before he blows it up. And I think he's checking his wrist maybe to verify.
They don't even know it's there. That's crazy.
Alright, here we go. 2 on the cart. Time to jump out. 3 on the cart. Did he get it?
No.
Oh no! That was such a perfect setup. Oh
was.
man. I was really hoping that would happen. Okay, but Stadev making his way through. He does take damage from behind. It's Ichigo.
Yeah, Arc is wasting no time to push up while they still can.
Oh, they're gonna be madly aggressive. This is like their whole thing on this map is just like pure push, which works with skilled players. It's all dependent on your ability to win these 1v1s and 1v2s and 1v3s.
Yeah.
Oh, nice job by M-Dubs. Dude, he's going on a tear right now. He's gonna try to get behind the cart. They do see him. Oh, but he still gets 1 pick on cart and slows down for a split second.
Though.
Great headshot, right?
Yeah, UNSC has been doing pretty decent responding with Arc's
another
constant
rock. Oh, he missed. I guess he didn't mean to grab the rocket. I was hoping he'd grab that because that would have been. Oh, but it does get a headshot. I swear so too. But maybe he got the big match.
There's so much shit happening. I can't fucking keep up, bro.
And that's what we love about these high-level Dasha matchups.
Yeah, I know. This is a good one. It's nice they're really cycling through to get to the cart and not giving them this push for free. I remember early in the season there was a lot of discussion about, like this percentage being free. But it's only free if teams let them through, You can really
it's the same thing on every map. I mean, now we see a new meta being established on Canyon where people just hang back for 30 minutes and let the cart push freely. So it's all in, what you want to allow.
Yeah.
But still, it's just going so quickly, and I can't really think.
Here, taking control of this triangle room area. They got a few in
Crusader with the opportunity there does take out one. The other guy's probably, it's Odd, and he's there to take care of him. Odd's bouncing around, Castle getting taken out in the top of this triangle. Cart was moving, it's back to moving again.
They're making great time. They're at the rocket bridge.
Yeah, it's 6 minutes. They're definitely making good time, enough time to get to the
a lot
finish.
of pick, but Arc is still like being very dedicated to that objective.
Yeah.
As they should be. When you've got a team like UNSC who's really disciplined, you need to be just as disciplined back.
Right.
Hit by 1-up with the shock. Got tagged by Odd. Looks like they're getting right back to pushing it.
A lot of contesting.
I mean, and you see this. We got this trade on kill, thing where it switches cameras, and it's constantly moving because this is a high-level match, and people are constantly dying.
Yeah. So Astroman, what do you think of the match so far?
Quite so far, I've seen a lot of strong buffers and then strong takebacks of the cart. A lot of missed shots on rockets, surprisingly, which was not what I was expecting in the early game. But right now, we're seeing a good back and forth between the match, and it's quite entertaining.
And we see a little shotgun pick here. Colton holding down this area pretty well. it's definitely making it a little harder for Arc to completely establish control here. The cart's currently been down for
Yeah.
It's
I
a
think
time.
it's always cool to see shotguns being utilized in these close-range environments.
I mean, specifically, like on this map, there's this
Right.
portion of the map, and there's the very beginning of the map where shotguns are just like unbeatable because, I mean, it's a 1v1 and you don't even have to aim.
you can't really... and,
But shotguns are bad for like 1v2s, 1v3s because, of course, you only get the 2 shots. But when you're in a 1v1 scenario and it's close quarters, man, it's hard to beat these things. They have such crazy projectile speed, and you don't even have to like perfectly aim with them. So it's a great weapon in any sort of tight close quarter combat scenario where you're going to be seeing mostly 1v1s.
Yeah, nice
And-
use of cover here by Colton, ducking under the blocks.
Yeah, this is from an intelligent play. He does see Castle there. He's going to try to win it, but he can't. Castle takes care of him, and that's a big piece of their defense that just went down, allowing them to get some cart movement. And now they're going to push past just the 85-86% mark fairly soon, which is really good for their chances to make 100%.
A little bit of a trade there.
Love to see trades because it means that things are working well. What's really bad is when you shoot someone, but apparently server side they shot you first and you don't get the trade, and you're just like, oh man, come on, dude. There should be a bit longer of a window to allow trades, but when I see a trade, I'm always happy.
See what they can do on this next push. A lot of cart stops right here.
And we're seeing it. They're getting some loadouts. They're getting ready to push in as a crew. They all seem to have like a purpose, a plan here.
Very organized.
And look at that. Yeah, that's exactly right. UNSC is super organized. That's one thing we'll see is consistency out of this team. They practice a lot. We see them like doing their red v blues and stuff like that in private servers, and they seem to all be pretty well, knowledgeable about their strats. And they stick to them. A lot of people get that adrenaline pumping, and they just totally like flare off on their own thing. It's difficult to do this, but that's what a lot of training can do. It gives you that muscle memory to establish like what you're supposed to do and just do it routinely. One up getting some good value, and we see them pushing up once they finally took control of the cart. So they are going to try to be a little bit more forward with this. This could be a gamble, because when you do push up forward, there's a chance that someone sneaks behind you and gets wild movement that you're not aware of, and you're hoping that someone coming out of spawn takes care of it. There's not a ton of pathways to get behind you, but in some of these fights where people are dashing all over the place, you might lose track of someone. Right now, for instance, someone's on the cart. Crusader watching his watch, waiting for the moment that someone chopped on, and immediately went out and got the pick. That was a nice play by Crusader. The cart's moving, 2 minutes left. I wouldn't say it is not guaranteed they're going to get to 100% right now. UNSC, if they stay as disciplined as they have been, they can stop this. But I will warn, Arc is known for their late game pushes where they get really good value out of a 5-person group up, and I guarantee they're going to start doing that at some point here within the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, UNSC hasn't been making it easy for them to group up. They've been busting them up. It looks like now, as soon as they kill a few, they push up, take out a few more.
Ooh, headshot right there.
Yeah.
One more. We're seeing this group up coming in, but they haven't moved it an inch. Oh, here we go, and they finally get some movement. But one of Crit's still alive, even though he's one tap. Does get taken out. Cart's moving. It's starting to make this bend, and once you've made this bend, you turn that shield so it faces the spawn, and now it's significantly easier to get some movement.
Hope he tries to go in a closer area like the triangle house where the shotguns excel.
But Castle sneakers him around the corner.
Shit.
It's a good play by Castle. He knew he was probably going to face someone in there, so he immediately dashed and shot. He probably preempted that shot without even like knowing that someone was specifically there, because that's once you play enough, you start to get a feel for these things.
Oh,
nice headshot, Colton. Using a bit of cover, he did put his back vulnerable to the pathways that the other team will be facing, but the trade-off paid up. And look, here he is back with the shotgun, trying to get back to his house. They see him this time, which again means that they can jump in here and beakers him. Ichigo facing the other direction. But Ichigo's dashing so quickly, and there he does take him out. But we're getting movement. We're getting movement, and we see rockets popping up. So once you sneak rockets back there, they can be pretty powerful. But look, here it is, and that's one of the difficulties with choosing whether you push up or stay behind. Is if someone sneaks behind, look at the movement they got. So they did round this corner. In theory, they could still get it, but with 12 seconds left, I see too many people pushing forward. I don't know. This is a gamble. This is a gamble. Ichigo takes him out, which means that they can start getting this cart moving again. And this is why you don't really want to push up with these last remaining seconds. You want to stay here and just control the cart. And here we go. There it is. They do prevent him from getting to 100%. That's a pretty good result from UNSC. Arc's a super strong team, but discipline won out at the end of the day there.
Switching sides.
Let's see how the next round's gonna go, where Arc has to be defended.
I mean, so Arc has got to be...
Prepare.
They're going to want to stop them pre-checkpoint. And I bet you we see Arc kick into a second gear on this part of the map now.
Absolutely. So a lot of good communication and game sense from UNSC in that last round. And hopefully we're going to see that again. A lot of grouping, a lot of communication, and we'll see what Arc does here. I'm excited to see what happens.
So I will say communication, coordination, all of that makes for a great like wall, which is what we saw happen at the end there. But when it comes to this, I just feel like Arc's aggression can be super effective in slowing down the cart to the point where it's really difficult to make this checkpoint against them. One of the tougher teams to make checkpoint against, although we have seen it, of course, from unexpected teams like Ho2 and Biased. We saw some really cool matches last season. Again, this is like a new cast of characters. They're probably going to use similar strats, but oh, Lumi, look at this. Kind of cool play there. He does get taken out before being able to get some picks. Ichigo with a headshot. And Ichigo waiting for a few teammates, sticks his head out for a split second, gets nailed by StyleDev.
Having a little bit of emphasis in the shield room from Arc.
Remember that one game we saw Arc versus D where like Arc stuffed like 6 people in here or something? I say 6 jokingly, it's 5, but still they put literally every single team member in there like at the start of the map just in shield. Still don't have explanation for what the thought was behind that.
Did they get wiped or did it work?
Oh yeah, they got wiped. A lot of us were like, Arc, go get kills, buddy. But not. I think they were just trying something new. And we see Rockets already up, which is what we talked about earlier, that UNSC kind of should have probably tried to do a bit more aggressively, is pulling Rockets up on this slope, because you can get some real slowdown here with Rockets, like he did just there. Oh, and Odd getting some value here. Did he get one more? He's going to try.
Oh, Rocket. Giving a good amount of time on there. Completely stopping cart. Oh.
UNSC is still about even with Arc at this point, though.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They're making great pacing. They're making great pacing. Arc has definitely got to step up their game if they're going to stop this.
Wow, this is pretty hard push by UNSC.
Despite,
holy shit! Wow.
UNSC's doing amazing.
No, this is a really hard push.
Whoa, this push is still going. Okay, UNSC's on a faster pace right now than Arc. So unquestionably, they beat them before, and they you know they're not giving up. They might be able to beat them today. We'll see.
Getting the rocket set up if possible. He was Odd literally just got there and he was already getting fired.
Yeah, he's already getting fired up. And that's what I'm saying. It's all about suppressing these explosives, and UNSC is doing that.
UNSC is doing very good at pushing so far.
Yeah, 3 minutes 30 seconds. They're on a good pace right now. Some fun dancing there, and the StyleDev gets the pick from behind. They're still getting movement. Rockets up though.
Great push right there. Jeez.
That was a fantastic push. Now that Arc's here, they're probably going to try to look to establish their defense, and UNSC is going to do a group up, and I'm assuming they're going to send some flankers. Oh, look at that. StyleDev getting a really valuable pick there. I think Arc's kind of struggling to get in here and take control. They can't really send anyone forward.
Yeah, they don't have a defense setup. Yeah.
UNSC has really adopted a much more aggressive playstyle than we're used to right now in their push, and it's working. It is working well.
Almost that first checkpoint.
They're playing incredibly quickly.
They are. I mean, look at this. They're ahead of pace that Arc was at. I mean, this is really great job by UNSC.
Just a few feet from checkpoint now.
I want to see it. I want to see them pull this off, man. I want to see them get 95, 96%. I mean, I like Arc, but I mean, man, who wouldn't love to see a bit of like a upset versus what we've come to expect? And here we go, aggressive group pushing by UNSC working again. That's great. I mean, they're not doing these group ups for nothing, which we do sometimes see against teams like Arc. No, they're getting in, getting value. StyleDev has now made like 3 or so super impactful kills that have got the cart to move a good bit.
They're almost through.
Yep, but Odd there to save the day with the 3K, and Odd is actually
Got it.
Oh,
wow, that is a great check.
Oh, shit.
8 minutes, so they're exactly on pace, basically.
Exact same pace.
This is awesome. Man, this is awesome. Dude, this is great. Great job by
UNSC is hitting
UNSC.
back with basically the exact same amount of weight that they just got hit with.
This
the
is
previous
awesome.
round.
I mean, this is great
God
match.
damn.
Dude, and look at that. Stylediv getting another pick.
And of course, UNSC is not wasting time to push up.
And there he goes.
Very-
Stylev's having a big impact right now. I mean, it's not just that he's getting kills, it's where he's getting the kills, what they do with those kills. His team's making movement from them. Oftentimes we'll see someone push up and get a bunch of kills, and you'll even hear a commentator say, but the cart didn't move. But here, this team is coordinated. They, like we said in the very beginning, they're disciplined and coordinated, so when they get kills, they're generally high value kills, and they contribute to the objective.
If something goes right, then the rest of their team built off of that. It's just a really good sign of how well.
It's neat to see, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've just been building off of each other's successes.
Oh!
Oh,
Castle
shit!
with the 2K on the cart! Oh, shit!
How
Oh!
can you even get that many bullets to connect these days? Jesus.
Damn, I know with
Yeah,
these servers, but
UNSC
dude,
are not
kudos
going
to him.
by
That
all
was a
means.
play. That was a freaking play.
There are a lot of nasty kills happening on both sides, and they are really fighting to the death here. Like, actually,
This is
But we see
an
the cart's
awesome,
not stopping
awesome match.
for periods of time.
The
longer
cart is
than a
not
second or
stopping,
two,
exactly.
No, nope.
Look,
They're
double
super
stack here.
disciplined. They're making this happen in a really, really, really strong way. Oh, and M-Dub's coming up through shotgun. They didn't see him coming. Takes him out. Ends
yeah,
up
no,
getting
none
another
of these
pick.
things are messing around.
Okay, now
Giving
this
this
is
area a
Ark's.
little
This
bit
is Ark's
free.
special spot, right? You know what I mean? This is their triangle hold. Let's see if Ark can reproduce that. What they've done so many times before for teams that did make this.
They may just set themselves up for the game. Who knows?
I mean, that's the thing that Ark's historically been known for, was this, like, this arc hold, you know, this triangle arc hold. They kind of established it. Now a lot of teams do try to replicate it, but Ark originated, so let's see if they can do it, and they kind of are. But at the same time, 6 minutes is a long time. So if they can hold this area for like 2 more minutes, then that'll basically change the chances of UNSC possibly being able to get to 100% or beating Ark. But right now, Ark is doing a good job. They've really been suppressing this cart.
At the same time,
They're giving themselves a
little bit
cushion.
of pizza out of the cart.
Rocket's up on Ark's end here
Rockets.
too,
Nice.
and Castle getting a lot of work out of dashing around this cart.
Backing away for a moment. Wow, he really did extend his lifespan by just hugging that payload shield.
I mean,
Smart.
knowing how to utilize cover is a big portion of this game, especially at the upper levels.
Yeah, UNSC is not holding up. Usually, this would just be. They are technically trickling, but like they're just.
I would say
being really
yeah.
fast.
I would say yeah. It's like a trickle, but it's almost like they're just timed out. It's just a minuscule off.
timed
Like if
so
they.
well.
Right, exactly. Normally, right now they are getting through this area, but they have been slowed down a full minute already.
Yeah.
And they're gonna want to get it clear and like a strong hold, which is what UNSC had done earlier. But Ark is established, and you see Castle here ready, hoping not to get peekers. He's dashing around. Can he get it? He does get taken out by M-Dubs. M-Dubs been a pretty strong disruptor this whole time.
Yeah,
Just
that's
look at M-Dubs over here,
spot
63
on.
kills. Yeah, M-Dubs top killing for his team. On the other end, odds top killing for his, with Castle not terribly far behind. Castle
There's a
getting
single
another
man on
pick
the
there.
cart. Yeah, there's one person on that cart. Yeah. Holy shit. Come on,
All right, so they're getting good movement. 4 minutes.
They're getting in a lot of movement. Actually, this is a really big push.
Wow, that
All right,
was
so
a good
the
push
cool
right
thing
there.
here is
Yeah, they
once they
got a
get
lot
it to
of
the,
movement just now,
they did
4 minutes.
absolutely, and once they get it past this bridge, all of a sudden it becomes that much more difficult for Ark to set up a defense because they have to make some decisions. It's not so straightforward, like, oh, let's just push up the triangle and hold it, because like we talked about earlier, now you've got the gamble that UNSC sneaks behind you and gets cart movement. So you just there's a lot of decisions to be made right now by Ark, and
Ark
it'll
just made it
determine how
clear,
far
but
they can get.
they're probably gonna
This
set
guy's
up
really
right
low.
away.
He does get health, but still gets taken out. M-Dubs with a rocket. I don't think we've seen that yet. And we're getting movement again. Double stacking
more
on the
movement.
cart. Getting good movement. There's someone in this. Can he get another double kill? He doesn't. And oh my god, UNSC's flying right now. Oh, Style getting taken out, but he does get a kill.
So they've got 3 minutes and 20 seconds to get around the bend a little bit.
Viable, but not
Nice.
easy.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, this is an exciting match, guys. I mean, it's hard to stress how close this is. It's really, really close.
I actually didn't expect it to be
He's
quite
kind of
this
good
close. I
for
kind of
first.
expected Ark to dominate. 'Cause, you know, they've
Of
been-
course you did, because they've been
at the
historically
top,
dominant, but
yeah.
UNSC's kind of proving a lot right here. I mean, this is a big statement.
Yeah, I knew UNSC had snapped back this season, but I didn't know that it was this much. I mean, this is amazing.
UNSC is a strong team. I think right now they're kind of showing that they want to be in that top kind of contenders you know,
Yeah. This is
conversation.
He just
definitely a
pushed
performance
past that tunnel
that's showing
practically.
that for sure.
Oh, Skibo though, totally ending their push
Skibo.
almost by himself.
But yeah, so far it's looking very fast-paced, and this is exactly why I don't make predictions before. Because
It's tough.
like,
It's super tough,
it
right?
happens. I did not expect this. As much as I hate to admit, I did not expect this, and this is exactly why I don't like to make predictions. Like,
It's tough.
I
Like
could
I
never
said,
have predicted this.
and I don't know that we would get the same result 10 times out of 10. I think we would see like, I don't know, six wins from one team, 4 from the other, 5 and 5 maybe. The way this has been going. Right now, we still have no clue. I mean, it could honestly be either game. But Ichigo set up here. We see some more red bodies. There's a group up, but he's going to be behind them by the time he can get that dash.
UNSC just won a couple
Having a little bit of
1v1s,
going.
but
It's still
they
from a
get taken
distance,
out.
got a really
But
good
Ichigo in a really perfect spot to clear that cart without being able to
Making
really
his
get
rounds in
taken out.
triangle house, it looks like.
Whoop. He's like, Castle, stop blocking my headshots.
Likely looking to get at least one pick, hopefully. Get some value out of this disruption. Got
Oh,
one
he
pick.
does take out
No?
one up.
Takes
and
their
takes their
spawn
dash.
dash too.
Is he going to kill this Colton
If
too?
he gets Colton, that's just
Oh,
that's a fantastic disruption run right there.
nice play.
He's still alive, albeit barely, but he got 2 picks out of it and sold their base dash.
Oh,
maximum
dude,
amount of
just
value
got
for
out.
that
I
run.
wondered if one up there was gonna kill him.
But yeah, roughly 1 minute and a half left. They still have quite a way to go. It could still happen. But something that
Only
cannot
got
be
6 points
denied
left.
is that UNSC has fought incredibly hard. They made Arc struggle for sure. They definitely made them fight hard for this.
Oh my god, Ichigo, fix your internet, buddy.
A little bit of a 2v1 here in the shield room. But yeah, T-minus 60 seconds. They're still pressed for time.
60
Odd pushing
seconds,
up.
6% to go. That's
Gonna
not
get
an
health
easy
for
task,
one tag.
especially with this kind of disruption.
Yeah, like they push up directly and get at least 1 kill. That's maximum value you can get out of it. It still stops them from grouping up. And it's a
And
pain
you
in the
know,
ass.
UNSC is thinking right now if they could just have held off a little better, but they did a great job. I mean, this is getting close. Castle's
getting
still
some
alive.
movement.
Gets taken out. Oh shit!
Three-man
Oh
push.
shit! We're coming the corner.
Three-man
We're coming around the
push.
corner.
Three-man
Oh,
push.
this can do it. Oh my god! This is getting close.
Oh my
Can he
goodness.
get the
Minus
pick?
20
Skibo
seconds.
there to
They got
save
chance
the
for one more
day.
push.
Oh my god! If they don't get it, it's because of Skibo. One good group up here
Ooh.
could change everything. If
They
they
got
come
10
in with 4 more
seconds.
people
Arch
right
has to
now.
push up and destroy their attempts at.
Oh, they
just
have.
to
They
destroy their
have.
attempts
I
to
just
make
saw
it
it. One up
possible.
went down. Here we go. They need to get someone on the card. 5 seconds left. Can he get it? No, there's too many Arc players here.
That's-
I don't think they're
that's
going to
it.
get it. 1
That's
second
it.
left.
Oh.
Can we get it
That's
overtime?
it.
Arc does it. It was so close.
That's
Look
it.
Yeah,
at the
that was
look
a
at
close
the
match.
distance.
2%
Wow.
off.
Incredibly close match.
And
Wow. Amazing job, man. UNSC is
That-
absolutely just stepping up this season. Wow.
This is not something that you get to see very often
Cat?
in the league by all means.
And Castle and Odd both with 91 kills,
Oh my
leading
God,
their
that was-
teams, and M-Dubs on the other hand with 79 kills, leading his team. But a good effort by all these players. I mean, that was so close,
Absolutely.
man.
That was
Good drama. We
wonderful.
appreciate it. We appreciate
Yeah.
both of you putting up a performance. That was
I mean,
awesome
honestly,
to watch.
when I'm looking at the scorecard here, I'm seeing that Arc outkilled UNSC by a little bit, but we see UNSC with their teamwork, they were able to just like make
And that's it, though. The name of the
really-
game now,
yeah.
and that's why I'm so happy about the new MMR, because it is reflective of your team's performance and not your individual player performances. Because honestly, this is a team game, and that's what matters. So I mean, definitely a good move there. And now
Yeah.
we're looking at the results of that. People focus in on the team objectives a lot better, and they say, my KD doesn't matter, because it really doesn't. On payload, it's pretty easy to actually win with negative KDs on your whole team, as long as you've been overly objective focused. And I mean, we saw that. That was such a close match, dude. That was awesome.
So Asher, man, what'd you think of the first match, first map?
Very close, very close. I was expecting overtime from both teams there. Very end. I was expecting very end pushes, but we saw a lot of disruption from up in the map, as you said, percent. But overall, very good grouping, very good teamwork, and I'm hoping to see a lot more of that the next 2 matches.
Absolutely. Let's see how this upcoming domination goes. And by the way, just to recap, in the booth we have Quadio, we have myself, Laggy, and Percent. This is the Chili Crew, and we also have Astroman.
Let's go.
And with that said, I'm gonna go take out my trash real quick. I'll be back.
In the booth, I mean, in the chat, shout out how many minutes you think it's gonna take him to take his trash out.
My personal guess, 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
I mean, it's Alaska, so we have to factor in the gravity
it's
of his
Alaska.
local situation. I'm thinking 3 to 4 minutes.
Oh goodness. We're talking Alaska. I'm guessing 5 minutes and 14. My goodness.
So right now we're waiting for
You
Corey,
never know.
which is pretty cool. We're seeing more and more Corys being played this season than previously. I think teams ready for mixing things up. You get too used to playing one map over and over again, it gets tiring. But at the same time, UNSC is coming off a game where they scored a point on TMM. And did RCAP Gamer Smash in the last map? I don't believe they did.
Oh no!
Gamer Smash is here, so that's gonna change. Oh wait, is he here? I don't know. I mean, Gamer Smash. If Gamer Smash shows up, he's a difference maker. He always is. So, poof. I was gonna call it gonna be a close game, but if Gamer's playing, man, and it looks like he is. Gamer Smash is a great player, and he'll have a big impact here. I'm sure of it.
Oh, it's gonna be Corey. All right, so
Yep.
Astro Man, welcome to Hyperdash Initiation. Quarry is historically a map that takes a long time. It's such a big map, it's spaced out, there's a tunnel underneath where you can flank, and it tends to be one that can either be super quick or it can take a super long time. Now, judging by both of these teams, I think we've seen UNSC just like squash teams like little ants on Quarry in 2 minutes. And Arc is not a weak team by any stretch of the imagination, so I'm imagining that this is going to last a long time, or it's going to be like some back and forth, maybe a 10-minute 3-2. But I'm thinking it's going to be a long one.
We also want to note that Fourth is now in for, what was it, Crusader?
Oh,
There are
yeah.
two Crusaders in that team. Fourth, last time we saw UNSC play Corey, Fourth was just top killing in the tunnel, making it basically impassable for the other team. And I'm expecting him to keep doing that here. M-Dubs, though, he's been such an aggressor. I'm excited to see if he can get into Arc's base. Looking at Gamer Smash's name up there, I feel like that changes things. How many minutes did we get on the on that time? Can someone run it back?
It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds right now.
Okay, so I did hear Laggy's voice. I think he's done with the trash. So whoever had 2 minutes 20 seconds, you win the bet.
I was right. I said 2 minutes 14.
Yep, trash has now been taken. So did
Epic.
they? I see Gamer Smash now. What the fuck? What happened?
That's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And you had the same reaction I had when you see Gamer Smash's name on on the bill. You start to like feel like that team's gonna win. And that applies for like tournaments and everything else too.
Yeah,
Pretty
Gamer
big
Smash is
but we
correct,
have to-
that's for sure.
He also
He's
has
a
a really
super strong
good dog.
player.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not
It's relevant
We
in
also
Hyperdash. I mean, upper level meta. You know, the cuteness of the dog often correlates to higher kill counts. So totally relevant. Almost as relevant as Chili's, but probably not quite.
Oh shit, this is a Corey too. Okay.
It's a Corey, and they're taking their time to get started.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they're probably
easier
waiting
be-
for the signal from me.
Oh, go ahead and
Yeah, you
drop
can do that
the sig.
too. But yeah, this is it. Corey's a very delicate map in my opinion, especially because of the opening pushes. That's one part of it. But just with how Corey is as a map, just a lot of things have to go right all at once to like get a point. Like a lot of things need to happen right, and it really does take a lot of coordination and probably even luck. So I'm
It's a
excited
lot
to
of
see it.
both. You're absolutely right.
Actually, after that clusterfuck of a payload, that was really cool.
I mean, so the question here,
how about
though,
look?
is going to be, you know, we saw the KDs, and KDs often do dictate domination maps, and now they've brought in Gamer Smash. Is Odd, you know, is he going to have his team putting aggressive movement throughout the map? Are they going to get quick points? Is UNSC going to be able to withstand it? And I'm not sure how UNSC plans to approach this, because we've seen a few different types of loadouts from them. Oftentimes we talk about Dom, we talk about the rollouts, the initial rollouts, because they do matter quite a bit. If you fail to do your job properly, it could result in a point within a couple of seconds almost, 30 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, for sure. I usually do argue that KD and Payload don't make too much of an impact on domination, but for sure, what it does introduce is just the dynamic that these two teams have with each other while they're playing against. and I have high hopes for this one. So let's see it.
You do make a good point there. I mean, UNSC could have just been overly focused on objective, which worked out pretty well for them. That's not a bad idea at all. Right now we got the camera on this little B. Hey, we got Mod in the chat. What's up, man?
Just make sure to speak every time. I'm sorry, that's an old joke.
We want to be in while the map is actually playing, but let's go UNSC! I'm
Hey,
super proud of those guys, man.
That was epic. Y'all really could have had it, but either way, you gave us an awesome performance. Something that I think a lot of people should go back and watch because it was super awesome and fun.
Sure.
Yeah,
Funny to be proud about.
we had a power play when we lost style in the beginning, and then
Oh,
Crusaders,
shit.
Yeah, it was Crusaders' internet was spiking red all of a sudden.
Oh,
He was
man.
fine in the warm-up, and then it spiked red during the game.
And so now you have to wonder,
Yeah,
like,
so
what could have been.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I think we saw it. I mean, you know, it was there. It was
Right,
it was a
right.
good
Y'all,
match.
y'all,
So,
your
uh,
execution, your team's execution, your team's coordination was just super impressive.
I know. I was so proud of watching it, man. I was starting to
Undoubtedly.
scream into the
That was-
YouTube stream.
Like I said earlier, that was a statement game for you guys. I mean, you came out and you said, "Dude, look, like we're right there with Art."
Yeah, I mean, I've honestly seen our team get so much better in the last, I don't know, like, back every next shot. Where did that? Like, it's been great. So, anyways, I'm gonna jump out before it gets started, and I think we're going to see what happens.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, good luck.
Absolutely.
Couldn't hear a word of that last part, but
Yeah.
Oh God, why did I say it?
Was it my internet?
No, it was. I think he's on his
I
phone.
didn't let's say it.
I didn't know if it was my internet at
Oh,
first.
it's a
Then I
countdown.
saw-
This is a
oh,
wipe.
here we
This
go.
is it. This is
Countdown,
the
that's a
point.
wipe. That's a wipe, and that's
Wow.
it. There it is.
Fucking about Chili Crew. We're not even on topic, and they get a fucking score. God damn it.
We do that. We do that. That
We
is
do
our
a little
power
of that,
in the
yeah.
booth. Our booth bias to award points to teams.
Okay, but yeah, let's get back into here now. So Arc did just get a first score this soon into the map. UNSC is going to have to pick things up if possible.
Odd 9 and 2 out the gate. Very strong start. M-Dub's getting taken out here at B by Castle in the bottom right corner.
You know, to add up to that earlier, shout outs to moderation for just being a solid dude in general. I'm sure what he said was very profound and inspiring. If only it wasn't lagging the fuck out.
Oh yeah, no, shout out to Mod. He gave me so many awesome movie recommendations. This dude's like a guru. If you like kind of give him an idea of what you're into, I guarantee you he's got a list of
he's
movies
got
just like what you've watched.
Yeah,
And he's
all around.
didn't even see. Dude, I'd never seen this movie Amadeus. Oh man, so good about Mozart, but like kind of whimsical version of it, comedy, good shit.
For sure, yeah, shout outs to moderation for just being a solid dude in general.
No doubt. He's like half the reason I wanted to join H8. The
Me
other half
too,
was
yeah, for
Fathead.
sure.
The other half was Fathead. And Fathead's no longer there, so that's sad. But would love to see him come back.
What about me?
Now, for me, it was VX
And Laggy. Of course,
and,
Laggy.
Thank you,
and
thank you.
moderation. VX, Laggy, moderation.
Hell yes. Yeah, I wanted to join. Shit.
You got it within like your first day.
Yeah, I know. They were just like, you're in.
You're too good for nothing.
I'm trying to pitch in for fuck's sake. I'm just like, oh yeah, it's good too, but no.
Nah, we tried to recruit you to Team M too many times. Because you're a crazy talented player. So I think you would probably had the record for the fastest to get into there. And here we go, another countdown.
Oh,
2
another
players left.
one.
Double
Wow.
button hold, and they do get the point.
Damn.
All right, so that's 4 minutes in. Right now, Arc is like I said, you know, they bring in Gamer Smash, and they're looking kind of fired up. They had a really close call on that last map, and I think they're just taking it out right here. Oh, the countdown of blue team. Castle here at B though. He's gonna grab this button back, try to take the dash away from anyone coming in here. He's fighting off 2 players. Oh, he does have a partner here, so not totally by himself. See a red streak already heading into the base. We're gonna get a countdown. Castle's looking to push up and maybe finish up this countdown. He's gonna have to fight off M-Dubs and he loses, and that's gonna end the immediate threat to their base.
Blue takes B.
Oh, UNSC kind of coming back a little bit with the pressure. They got a countdown.
here.
Can
Can we get
UNSC
this
pull this off? 2 in the tunnel. B gets taken out by Odd. Odd saving the day on a Dom map. Okay. I think we've seen everything, man. Odd saving the day on Dom. He's like historically bad at button presses, so this is cool. Another countdown, really quick one. They're able to get 2 buttons back fairly quickly. Oh, but M-Dubs, if he can win one more fight, grab that B button. He does win it. Gets it, and now they need to get another button, which they're about to do. And here we go. We got another countdown, but there are a lot of ARC players here. Wow, this is like the ARC basement of water.
Wait, is that a?
Right there.
That's a 5-1 there.
Oh,
shit.
Oh, they almost had that point.
But wait, hold on. There's more pressure coming in.
Wait,
They're getting a
there's-
countdown.
that's
Castle's going to
supposed
counter
to be-
B, and no one here at B to counter. They now
B.
only control B. UNSC is flying through. Did they see Castle? They do. Now it's a 2v1. Castle got high ground. Trying to get this pick. He gets the health pickup. Now it's a 2v1, and he gets taken out by 1-up crit. Ichigo trying to make his way through the... he's going to stay a little bit passive. Okay. Alright, pops out. They do see him, though, and now he's kind of struggling with no dash. They're going to take him out before he gets to that button. 1 player alive, and it's Odd, and he counters on P again. Okay, Odd stepping up his Dom game. Good for him. Taking out M-Dubs there.
Context. Okay.
Yeah, context is it took me a second. But you got me on that. Countdown here. Countering again at B. Arc is way committed here. This looks like watching a classic Onyx map. See so many players in this B space.
Dude, my freaking comms suck, dude. I'm not really I'm not contributing at all.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice
here,
headshot by
yeah.
Odd right there, and he
Yeah,
probably
they still
saved the
only
point.
have to get B. This is really tight for them so far.
It's a
But they can
2v1,
get-
but
yeah,
Odd.
just
Oh,
easily-
there they go. They do grab B. They need to get into Arc space. Gamer Smash 1 here, gonna look to get that health pickup. And he gets taken out by Staudiv. Can Staudiv get the cap? Oh, here we go. Castle coming up behind. Oh!
Nice.
Dude, that's it. Castle
Very
saved the day
close.
right there. He's looking to get a second one right here. He does.
Counter push.
Still, even though if it is 2-0, that still does not take away from the intensity.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, UNSC's picked it up drastically in the last 5 or 6 minutes. They've been the one in control. They're the ones getting all the countdowns. Arc is on its heels, absolutely trying to stay in this and stay, well, not stay in this, but, you know, keep control here, maintain this. And here's another countdown. I don't know that it's gonna...
Oh, that was a good point! Oh, Jesus Christ, that was a good hit there.
Oh!
Holy crap!
This is now.
Wow,
This
that
is
was
a
an
game,
amazing
baby!
pick.
This is a game!
Oh,
UNSC... Honestly,
Not at all,
I feel
UNSC.
like
Fucking outdo
UNSC's
yourselves there.
figured it out. They figured it out. Whatever it is, they figured it out. Because right now, they're on fire.
Not bad at all.
Wow, what an exciting match.
Oh, it is. This is cool. My dog came in here because I was excited, and he thought that I was calling for him to get
That's your dog in the booth.
Cast on the base. I don't know if they noticed him. Oh, there we go. Finally taking him out.
Ooh.
I was like, man, he might be able to sneak by here.
He still might have gotten a point, but Art can still finish it right here, though. So they still have to be
Yep.
careful. By
I
all
mean,
means.
but at 16 minutes here, this has been an impressive map. I mean, obviously, I think we all want to see UNSC get another point right now, right?
Countdown.
Oh, here we go. There's a lot of pressure here. This could seal it off.
There's only two
If they can get that pick, they do get that pick, and there's only one left, and that's gonna do it. That's gonna be.
Nice.
Oh shit! Bolton saved
Infiltration
the
at B.
day. Excellent
My
job there,
goodness.
and now they control 2 buttons.
Working both teams. Like they've just
Wow.
been doing everything right so far.
This is great. This is friggin' great play by both teams. This is some solid. This is like a playoff game, really. I mean, the intensity and the skill. This is very much like a playoff game. And we very well may see this happen in playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. There's a countdown. They're holding B this time. There won't be a counter at B and all like. Oh, there was a counter at B. Oh my God! I spoke too soon. I didn't see him coming, and he came in there and got the button. But Castle picks it off. Now we're seeing a huge push into this base. Of course, UNSC all responding at the same time. It's not going to be terribly easy. They counter B. There's now Castle's got to try to win this 1v2. He can't. It's taken out. So now they've got control. UNSC is got their own base. They're gonna look to go out and get B if they can. They can get maybe another countdown quick.
No, he's still waiting at their base actually.
Castle claiming his own button back. I think I saw a bullet come at him. I don't know. But he's pushing into B, where they counter again. Oh, here's the countdown. Castle has to get the button. He does, and his teammate takes out the other enemy there. So Arc's now got full control of B. They're gonna start pushing out. Oh, Castle's one bullet away from death, and there he goes. Ends up pushing into B. Grabs the button. If he can get another pick, he'll help his team quite a bit. He does. Now they've got a bit more momentum. Castle being a little bit passive, trying to make sure that he takes anyone coming into the base. There we go. We see someone get taken out real quick.
Absolutely. None of these teams are slacking for sure. They are all fighting very hard.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
This is probably as intense as it gets for them at this point.
Undoubtedly. I mean, 14 minutes left here. 1-2. Really exciting results so far.
Blue takes
Castle getting
B.
taken out outside of his base.
Blue takes B.
I'm sorry guys, it's stuck on Castle. The drone won't let me change it from his POV.
Okay.
And we still have
I turned on the dead switch, but it won't, for some reason, on this one, it won't let me switch from...
Have you tried hitting like the B button and using that to try to do the on-dead switch?
Well,
Red takes B.
I mean, running in the bottom right corner for style, but maybe do the same thing on the one that's following Castle.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Or you could potentially swap the cams, and we'll just have a Castle cam in the bottom.
Oh, you mean like switch the actual cameras?
Blue team
Yeah.
scores
Yeah,
in
Oh, here we go. Go, shit!
Countdown.
Countdown! Oh, but they can steal it off.
The counter from Arc at A. Big push
Red
back on
takes
B. 4-man push. 3-man. Oh.
Taken out, and we see 2 buttons to UNSC. 3 buttons. Here goes a countdown.
UNSC.
Castle down, Skibo down, double counter.
Countdown. Go.
Oh man. Alright, yep, around 13 minutes left. It's going 2-1, but UNSC is fighting fiercely for that lead.
And he sees a blue body. He's gonna wait patiently to try to clear him out. Nope, they got B. That's all they need.
Red takes A.
Castle's looking to push up, or
Red
trying to
takes
find
A.
before anyone can attack it. Yep, hiding in the terminal, getting ready. Pushing up in a pair, that's the best they can do, it seems. Gets tagged. Ooh. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, it takes a lot of planning to actually get something right to happen for your team. Like, get the advantage.
Right,
It takes a lot of
exactly.
coordination.
And I kind of want to see what's going on in the tunnel. I feel like that's where a lot of these battles are taking
Blue
place.
takes C.
Yeah, there's little margin for error anywhere on this map.
Alright, we still got the bottom right camera. We're looking at this countdown. They do counter at their own base. One up pushing into a 1v5. Another countdown, but it's not going to last. Oh shit!
One left.
Wait, there's only one left! Oh, the 3 came back when they got the
narrow counter,
counter! Oh, that was so
The bottom
close.
100 right now, Cat.
Wow, very close. But another countdown. One up quick, getting aggressive. Oh, there's so many arc players. Can you do it? He double kill! Can they get it? Can they get it? Oh man! So close, but UNSC almost did it.
UNSC is going for the throat here.
Red takes B.
They have no reason to stop now.
Come on, keep this up, baby. We're seeing money moves by UNSC.
Blue team
It just goes
scores
to show how
in.
quickly
And there's
they
another
adapt.
countdown, but there are 4 arc players alive. Not going to be able to hold it. Another countdown, but man, there are 3 arc in their base. That's not what you want to see when you get a countdown. That's the opposite of what you want to see. There's a reverse countdown. Arc is getting it. Oh, they do counter. Thank God. UNSC pushing out. Aggression is up to 11 on both teams right now.
Blue takes B.
One up is going to wait and see what's happening. I think he was afraid someone was already in their base, but they aren't. And look at that. Oh shit, he's going to try to get the hell out of there because he sees 2 players. Smart move. Gets into their base, gets their button, takes their dash, takes their health, using up all of their resources. Gonna grab this shock here too. Can he win the fight? Skibo keepers him around the corner, and he's gonna end this reign of terror.
Oh man, there's 3 people of them alive.
Alright, but it's a double counter, guys. So they do need to get to B. Arc currently keeping a pretty tight grip on B.
Red team countered.
And right now we see UNSC's grab B. Colton picking up a shotgun like we saw him do earlier.
Arc members pass. Probably catching.
Oh,
up.
he gets castled from behind.
Pass.
Oh,
And if we could see, like, I think, you know, One Up is the one been running through the tunnel. If we could see him, I think it is, grab that button, get a countdown. Here we go.
Oh, countdown.
Countdown.
And it's One Up in here. Did he get the kill? He gets it. Oh, but they've lost their,
That's
they've
his
lost
base.
Arc's button.
They've lost their base.
Blue takes B.
Gamer Smash is a
Crazy
nice
fighting the
play
tunnel.
in that tunnel. Look at that.
My goodness.
But it's crazy how any of these plays could have totally resulted in a point by now. It's just the slightest whiff and everything changes in an instant.
Yeah, this is a close one. I mean, 9 minutes and 30 seconds left. It's 2-1.
Red takes
This is a
B.
close match. It's 2-1. It doesn't matter what the end result here is. This was a close game.
Absolutely. UNSC is standing on the edge of something, and they're just doing
Style
their best
kicking
to
off
do that.
Gamer Smash.
Wow.
A lot
Yeah,
of kills
roughly
from Odd here.
9 minutes,
54.
Still, they're fighting for that tie as hard as they can, and Arc is doing their best to finish it.
I mean, I think both these teams are pumping up the aggression here, and it's really exciting to watch. This is how a domination map should look.
Red
And,
takes A.
I mean, I've said it before, it's really, really difficult. How does MMR, oh, here we go, countdown. How does MMR judge the difference between this and someone who's just turtled in their base the whole time? It's really, really the one thing that I personally can't come up with a solution to, because to me, no matter what happens, I mean, UNSC deserves a ton of, like, MMR, or at least not to lose, because I know it's net sum 0, 0 sum. But they deserve to get a really close result out of this, because this is a crazy close match. Anything that had changed, just minor plays, minor decision differences,
We got down.
and UNSC could have already had 3 points.
Are we
Here we go,
counter
so
today? We
close,
are.
so close. But there were a lot of Arc players right there able to get that counter.
Red takes
Yeah, I think
B.
they won't lose very much if they lose both maps, just on account of the fact that Arc is like way ahead of them.
I mean, but this is a close result. This is a super close result. And it's not because of turtling. I mean, UNSC's getting the countdowns. They're the ones really who've been aggressing ever since Arc scored their second point.
It's crazy because they just eased into it so quickly, and they just immediately started matching them in terms of just power just from the beginning. Like,
It feels
they
like,
scored
yeah,
incredibly
UNSC
quickly
was
in the
maybe being a
beginning.
bit cautious, and then once they kind of got their stride, you just saw them all get a bit more relaxed
Yeah.
and start making much smarter, better decisions, and all of a sudden we see everything change. And now
That's a
UNSC is the one who's beginning to
wipe.
get that. And this is a wipe. This is going to
Countdown.
do it. It's going to be
Wow.
3-1
Gamers
here
back.
with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left.
That was a
Arc
wonderful
takes
well-fought
it.
match.
But wow, what a game today. That looked like a playoff game in a lot of ways.
for sure.
Good
It's
good
actually
result
good
for
win.
both teams. This really was. This was an excellent game.
A lot of kills coming out of Style Dev for UNSC. Much more than this team. And then let's see. Good amount of kills from Odd Leviathan. Wow. Well fought. Good communication. A lot of back and forth after that second point from Arc. I was expecting a lot more points from UNSC after so many countdowns, but it's just turned out. A lot of good counters
UNSC
from Arc.
fighting for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
single
well,
rest-
that wraps up the match here. Thanks for joining me, Percent, Laggy, and Astro Man. How'd you like your first cast, Astro Man?
I very much enjoyed it. I hope to do it again.
Awesome, awesome. Shout out to the Chili Crew. Dre, happy Easter. We miss you. Hope you had a good vacation. Shout out to UNSC. Shout out to ARC. Anybody else got any last words?
I mean, peace, y'all.
Peace.
Alright, yep, my obligatory shoutouts, like always, just clan name, team name, other Southern Cross, Night Owls. Again, Chili Crew,
Let's go.
like always. Percent, Dre Day, and Quad, thanks you guys for joining. And shoutouts to both teams for giving us a fantastic show. And again, shoutouts to Moderation for being a solid dude. Peace.